If I had to start learning Claude from scratch today, this is exactly how I would do it. Here's the thing, you're paying at least 20 bucks per month and you're only using 2% of what Claude is able to do. I've spent 2 years using Claude almost every day for my agency, my client work, and if I started over tomorrow, I would not do it the way I did. I would skip about 80% of what I tried and I would learn these 13 things in this exact order. Let's be honest about the gap. $20 a month doesn't buy you a chatbot. It buys you 13 different products. Most founders open the first one, ask it a few questions and never touch the other 12. That's the 2%. Everything in this video is the other 98%. In the order I would actually learn it. Here's the whole syllabus on one screen. 4 stages. You start on the web where it all begins with the basics. Then you move on your desktop where the real power begins. Then Claude moves inside the apps that you already work in. And finally it becomes the operator that runs things for you. But listen, don't jump ahead. Each one makes the next one make sense. Number 1, Claude Chat. The one you've already used. You ask a question, you get an answer. Same conversation on your browser, your phone, your laptop. But the thing that separates it is what it builds. Right inside a chat, it can draft your proposal, build a pitch deck, build a budget spreadsheet, diagrams, tools, even a full app. These are static for now. They don't update on their own. But there's a version that pulls full data, and no worries, we'll get there. Number 2, connectors. This is where Claude pulls into your real work. You wire your actual tools straight in. Gmail, Drive, Notion, Calendar, Slack. Claude can read from all of them and act on your behalf. Summarize a Slack channel, send a message to your team, pull every doc in Notion so it has the full picture. They work using MCP, and once you connect one, it's available across your whole account. Number 3, projects. Connectors get Claude doing the real work. Projects keep it organized. A project is a self-contained workspace with its own chat history, its own instructions, its own knowledge. Here's my proposal setup. Every template loaded, the right questions asked, and it handles the rest. Each project has a separate memory, so context stays where it belongs. And you can also share it so your team works from the same setup. Number 4, Claude Desktop. So far, we've only been on the web, and Claude.ai is barely scratching the surface. There's an actual app you can install on your Mac or PC. It's not just a wrapper around the chat. It unlocks the advanced stuff. Cowork, code, routines. If you've only ever used Claude in your browser, install the desktop app. The next several things on the list all live there. Number 5, Cowork. Now we're getting somewhere. Point Cowork at a folder and it can see every file in it. Open them, edit them, create new ones, organize them, even run scripts. You give it a task and it goes and does it. It's built for people who don't code but want the power of the agent underneath. And it doesn't get blanket access to your machine. It runs in a virtual environment and you pick the folders that it can touch. This is the rung where jaws drop. Because Claude is finally doing real work on real files instead of just talking about it. Number 6, live artifacts. Remember those artifacts from chat? Same idea, but instead of being static, every time you open one, it pulls fresh data through your connectors. So you build a dashboard for once and it stays useful forever. No regenerating, no burning tokens. You build these inside Cowork and Claude can build them for you. This one is the first thing I get people to make because it's a real wow moment. They just watch Claude build a persistent business asset. Number 7, skills. This is the one most people end up using more than anything else. A skill is just a folder with a file called skill.md inside it. Instructions for how you want a specific job done. Claude is smart, but it doesn't know your workflow. Skills package up your knowledge and context so it can do the job your way. The magic is they work everywhere. The same skills run in chat, in Cowork, in code, in the PowerPoint extension. I used about 6 of them to make this video. Number 8, dispatch. This is the bridge between your phone and your desktop. You hand off a task from the Claude app on your phone and Claude does the work home on your desktop. Same files, same connectors, then hands you the result. It flips the whole workflow. Instead of actively working alongside Claude, you give it a task remotely and pick it up later on whichever device you're on. One shared conversation across both. Number 9, Claude inside Word, PowerPoint and Excel. These are extensions that put Claude directly inside Microsoft Office, reading your live file as you edit. In Word, it drafts and rewrites in your tone. In PowerPoint, it reads your fonts and colors so everything stays on brand. In Excel, it builds financial models, explains every formula with cell-level citations, and updates assumptions without breaking the dependencies. And they share context with each other when you've got multiple files open. Number 10. Claude in Chrome, a browser extension that turns any tab into a workspace. It reads what's on screen, clicks buttons, fills forms, runs multi-step workflows start to finish. The thing that sets it apart, you can record a workflow once, Claude learns the steps, and then you reschedule it. That clicky repetitive thing you do every Monday, teach it once and it just happens. Number 11. Design. This is Claude's visual workspace. Slides, infographics, posters, social posts, one-pages, even full wireframes. Same models, but the output renders on a designable canvas instead of dumping text in a thread. I asked it for a 5-slide pitch deck. It structured the whole thing, layout and copy, and I just tweaked it. Export to PDF, PowerPoint, HTML, or push it straight to Canva. If you've ever stared on a blank Canva template for 10 minutes, this is the fix. Number 12. Claude Code. It runs in your terminal on the desktop app, and it's the most powerful way to use Claude. And no, you don't need to be a developer. Most people think it's just for coding. It's incredible at that, but it will do almost anything on your computer, and it's especially good at go-to-market, outbound content, SEO. It has about 5 times the context of Cowork, so it runs long jobs without losing the thread. It runs almost my entire content operation and my client work. This isn't just a tool I open. It's the operator of my business. Number 13, routines. This is the one that runs while you're not even there. A routine is a safe task that fires on a schedule, on a webhook, or when something happens in a connected app. And it runs on Anthropic's cloud, so your laptop doesn't even need to be on. The real unlock is event-driven. The moment a sales call gets transcribed, Claude pulls the transcript, extracts action items, files them, and slags me a summary before I close my laptop. Set up 10 of these and you've handed yourself a full workday back. Every week, forever. And that's the shift. Somewhere across these 13, Claude stops being something you open and use and starts being something that compounds. Every project, every skill, every routine you build is permanent leverage. It stacks. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. See you in the next one.